Welcome everybody to the latest and greatest episode of Heighten Your Sixes with Sean Green. I got the wonderful Iryna Wood. She is a relationship specialist, entrepreneur who has launched a groundbreaking self-love and relationship intelligence app. Its innovative platform features a 24/7 AI counselor designed to empower individuals and couples with instant emotional support, self-discovery tools, and relationship guidance. Again, welcome to the show. I'm so happy, to have you here and just to be a blessing to the audience and to the High You Success family. So how is everything going in your world?
Hey, Sean, from sunny Florida. Thank you so much for inviting. I'm very happy to be a guest. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
your introduction is so beautiful. I'm kind of lost. I don't know where to start.
Just far away, whatever's on your heart, just let it flow. That's why.
You know, I'm so happy to share with people this message, not because it's my podcast. Actually,
Mhm.
I've been into counseling, working with singles and couples for 12 years, and my
Okay.
personal journey choosing a helping profession, it's never easy. Believe me,
Mhm.
people are not going for a helping profession. You can be astrologist, numerologist, psychologist, coach, life expert, or whatever. You don't have this inside you to have a desire to help other people if you didn't find yourself in your own trouble before. Or maybe this
True.
challenge was related to people you love and you wanted to do something for them or for yourself. So when you help yourself and you felt like it worked out for you, you definitely want to spread the
Mhm.
knowledge for people. In my case, I've been working with people. My background is Ukrainian. I came from Ukraine and I worked in
Mhm.
France 8 years. I used to live, I still have my mother living there in Cannes, and I had my company there. But after COVID hit, and I understood that's time for America, because when you think about growing your business, you think about United States. So three
Got you.
years ago, almost 3 years ago, I came here, and I've been counseling people online on distance,
Mhm.
because after COVID, you know what happened. We all
Yeah.
started to be kind of online,
Yep.
and I was already by that time with my future husband Ken Wood, and he asked me, Iryna, what's your dream? What's your ambition? What you're gonna do with your profession? Because actually he, was kind of supportive and big believer and big
Mhm.
fan of what I'm doing. And he saw the results because I started to counsel his own friends. And I said, Kenny, I'm dreaming about developing an app that will help people on daily basis, to
Yeah.
let their um, I wouldn't call it self-empowerment, but probably self-evaluation, what they
Mhm.
can work with themselves on daily basis and help themselves. Because through my
Yeah.
experience, I understand nobody will teach you how to fall in love with yourself, how to start to appreciate
So
yourself, how
true.
to help you value yourself, how embrace your self-worth and self-respect, and so on and so on. So there are tools, but only you who have to do it. So that was
Mhm.
the idea of the app, and we'll probably talk about all features that I brought to this app. But
Yeah.
the basis of it was understanding that people need to work on themselves on their own through my own experience, and I wanted to spread the knowledge that I gathered for years in counseling.
Well, man, I really love that you have worked with people and had a, I guess, a fire inside of you to help people through their troubled times, through relationships and whatnot. So what was the, I guess, what was the motivation? What was, like, in the beginning, like, what led you to that path? Like, what inspired you, to go on the path you're on now?
Sure. So I always say, when I got into therapy myself, I was 23 years old. I experienced a bad divorce, but that wasn't the reason for the app, for this dream to happen. When I was 27, real family trying hit me, and I was kind of very knowledgeable and curious girl by that time, because since
Mhm.
after I got my master's degree, I never stopped, because I was curious how this universe is. You speak
Uh,
about sixth sense, what
mhm.
power of intuition, power of now. Since
Mhm.
something hit you, and then you understood that what we experience here in a visible world, it's nothing comparing what you can feel, and
Right.
realize that it's real in transparent in visible world, like
Yeah,
not
exactly.
materialistic, like a world of energies. So I was
Mhm.
full of questions: how encounters are happening, how do you find your calling, what is your mission on the world, or is it your first life, this is the only one life, or there are many lives, and so on and so
Mhm.
on and so on. So I started my journey with astrology after I got into numerology. I did my therapy on my own, as I told you, having a bad divorce many years ago, because in Ukraine, where I came from, you're not allowed to get your psychological degree unless you've been 3 years into deep therapy, because you have to heal yourself first before start working with people. So
That's
after
cool.
doing
That's
that,
smart.
do it is, and I
Mhm.
understood why, because when you're full of pain, even you're full of knowledge, your mind is full of knowledge, but when your heart is full of pain, you will share the knowledge, but you will pass the energy of suffering. But
Mhm.
when you're enlightened, when you're fulfilled, well, you're happy, maybe
Mhm.
you have less knowledge, but when you share it with people, they will get happy with you.
Mhm.
They're gonna get this
Exactly.
joy.
They'll feel your energy.
Yes, and Sean, I'm 27, and guess what? My real family trial hits me. My father gets sick, and then when
Mm.
I understood that, schools, and I got my master's degree in psychology as well, it's all beautiful, but I decided to put myself on a very tough spiritual journey, and I started to travel the world, study alternative medicine, Theta healing, Reiki. I've been to crazy retreats. I went to Bali, I went to Singapore, to Sri Lanka,
Man,
Tenerife, Portugal. Yeah, I traveled the world to see sacral
that's beautiful.
places when you
Mhm.
can pray, where can you meditate. I've seen a lot of powerful spiritual mentors because I wanted to embrace
Mhm.
that spiritual knowledge. I felt like nothing else could help, and I wanted to try alternative ways of healing for my father. Fortunately, it ended up not what I expected it to be. After 8 years, he passed away.
Mhm.
But I realized after this, my understanding was you can't save people. They should be saved
Okay.
on their own. You are
Mhm.
not playing God. Creator decides when you come and when you go. And
Mhm.
people have to usually like embrace their power of free will as well, and live their lives.
Exactly.
So I continued my counseling career. I continued working with people because I thought maybe through trial with my father, I embraced my own calling, and that was done for
Mhm.
that purpose as well. But my idea that everybody has to help themselves, that stayed with me forever. You can't save nobody. So the basis of Up was to give you all tools, what I gathered through my spiritual
Mhm.
growth on those retreats, in my counseling career, in all those schools, because I invested a lot of money in the education, and
Exactly.
I put everything on one plate for the Up users, to make it simply and accessible to people, because not everybody has energy, time, money, even for
Mhm.
psychologists. People need help now, especially in
Exactly.
this diverse world, horrible, full of wars,
Mhm.
disagreement, people arguing because of politics, finances, and so on and so on and so on. We're not talking even about personal relationships, and families.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Because so basically, a combination of all your experience, your world travels, your education, your family, stuff that happened with your family, everything you learned. Sounds like you put all that knowledge and that wisdom and understanding and awareness. I mean, I say the awareness is the most important thing into
Yep.
the foundation, the fabric, the structure of the app, and which is smart because this is the technology world. When you're counseling people one on one, you only can help one person at a time, but with an app, you can help millions, you can help the whole world. So that's really good.
Yeah, thank you. And you mentioned awareness. I always say this is the only thing we take into the grave with us. And that's because really you can take money, you can take properties, anything, even people you love, but you can take your wisdom. And I know that some
Hmm.
people believe in the only one life, some people believe in the incarnation, but whatever it is, you gain your awareness, your self-conscious, your
Hmm.
wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, the higher you can get your awareness, your consciousness in this life, it'll just transfer to the next experience, wherever that may be. I mean, that's
Yep.
my
Yeah, that's my perspective as well. I understand you.
This is really cool. So how does the AI powered app, the 24/7 counseling, provide personalized relationship guidance, and what makes it different from traditional counseling apps?
Thank you for asking. I restricted this Iryna AI, which is our main revolutionary feature. We just launched it at March 20th. And it hit the spot. It hit actually the trend, because nowadays everybody is asking Grok, Gemini AI, and ChatGPT how to
Mm,
deal with your partner. And
yeah.
it's crazy because I started to develop the app 1.5 years ago about self-love
Hmm.
and relationships, and I started to work on programming my avatar 5 months ago. So it took time, And I didn't know by this time when it will come out that people will question ChatGPT. Like I had a fight with my partner. What do I do here and now? To make peace or maybe
Crazy.
break up. The problem is that ChatGPT depends how you put the request. It can tell you, this is your divorce lawyer. Go and get it. So sometimes
Yeah.
it's a very shortcut because they are giving you informational thing. It's like
Hmm.
very general. And ChatGPT is exceptional. I use it for so many things while
Me too.
preparing for my own podcast, for my speeches, and so on and so on and so
Hmm.
on. But it's your helper, it's your assistant. It's not the idea because I believe that
Hmm.
we get our ideas from, I don't know, from the sky, from God,
Yeah.
from higher spirit,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
intuition, from whatever you can
From the
call this
source. Yeah.
space. Sure. So when I created Iryna AI, it's restricted not to give you any medical advice because don't forget I'm not a doctor and I'm not therapist. I didn't invest 6 years in United States to
Hmm.
become PhD. I got my master's degree for psychology overseas. I'm very direct about it. I
Yeah.
have my knowledge definitely, and I use it, but I
Hmm.
have to tell you that my big belief that all answers are hidden within. So when it comes to counseling,
So
it's not
true.
about giving you tips, not giving you advices. It's all about questioning the right thing. That where
Hmm.
art of counseling lies. Like you are asking me proper questions to open up my personality as much as possible. The same things
Hmm.
happens with your individual session.
Hmm.
And it always comes to self-love, which is foundation in a healthy way. We are not talking about
Hmm.
narcissism or egoism. In a healthy way,
Hmm.
self-love is the foundation of healthy, genuine connections and healthy
Hmm.
relationships with yourself and others. So I programmed Iryna AI restricted, no medical advices, not overly sexual content. Why? Because people can abuse program and platform for stupid things. People can get crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
want to be just like that. And it reflects on your emotions because while counseling people 101, I have my special technique with 6 emotions and 4 body instincts, how
Oh
to
wow.
determine your trauma, how to bring you to a childhood, how to heal it. So in this avatar, I couldn't make it myself 100% because developers
Hmm.
told me that I'm crazy. I want too much. A
Yeah.
world is very modern, up to
Yeah.
date, and they're doing a lot, but they can't make all my wishes come true. So I
Yeah.
made it as much as close to my special technique to help you reflect on your emotions
Hmm.
because the same thing can happen to you, Sean, and to me. And when you will be quiet, I will be triggered and I will be
Exactly.
shouting and crying and get
Yeah.
sensitive. But whatever wouldn't touch me, maybe would touch you because it
Hmm.
touches your trauma unconsciously. So that what
Exactly.
matters, how you reflect, what your self-awareness is telling you, how you can
Hmm.
grow it. So that's why Iryna AI, it's very different. It's working with your emotional intelligence.
So
Yep.
can you explain like how the AI apps AI driven dream interpretation and compatibility charts help users better understand themselves and their relationships?
Sure. So it's our second AI-driven feature because all the rest it's naturally programmed. And a dream interpretation. Most of people don't pay attention to their dreams, and I know that sometimes they can be very vivid, and sometimes they can be, secret dreams, weird
Yeah.
dreams that you have no idea what did it mean to you. But
Exactly.
we see those dreams for a reason. Sometimes they are helping to us to understand our hidden desires, our true needs, or our illusions or our fears to work on. And usually our dreams, night dreams, are speaking about our subconscious. So analyzing, decoding those dreams, because dreams were investigated for years by big minds like Meneghetti, Freud,
Mm-hmm.
Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Vanga, and those people, they were scientists. So they
Hmm.
understood that dreams have a special meaning and they created vocabularies of dreams. Let's say a car, as I remember, because I can't remember this, everything within
Hmm.
this app is programmed by me. Dream interpretation is something that you can't be certified for because I'm certified for every single feature, whatever you find within this app. But here, it's a tricky thing because like there are symbolic things. It's like vocabulary of dreams that I use to mix it up and to
Mm,
explain you as well. Your dreams reflect on your emotions. I made it as much emotional as possible. And if you saw a dream that, I don't know, like your car was stolen and car is a
mm,
symbol of a relationship, maybe you should pay better relationship because probably you have a fear of your relationship. Or,
okay.
you saw a dog in a dream, and dog usually does symbolize your friend. And so it's very important how you feel after your dream. And we
Mm,
have give you an opportunity to save all your dreams because after you can reflect on them and know, oh, a week ago I had a weird dream. So it's kind of cool and
mm.
interesting because sometimes I know that this analysis can bring you to self-awareness back again.
So when we say you can save the dream, so like you can like you have a place where you can type it in there, or you can like do like a voice recording and speak the dream.
Yeah, you always can do voice recording. So you
Mm-hmm.
go here, you press, it's pretty simple, and you
Mm-hmm.
say, I don't know, uh, I felt like I was traveling to Hawaii in my dream. What does it mean? And let's say, I don't know what the dream interpretation will tell you, but maybe say like maybe it's a new beginning for you, or you're expecting some journey in life, and so on and so on and so on. So it
Mm-hmm.
will help you out to decode your dream to understand yourself better.
Cool. Yeah, 'cause I know I had them before. Like this makes no, you remember maybe not all the dream, but you might remember like I guess maybe parts of the dream is like that didn't make any sense, or what did that really mean? So that's good because I've heard that you're supposed to like keep a journal beside your bed and write down your dream first time when you wake up in the morning. That way, because it's right on, it's on top of your
Yep.
mind, when you're first waking up. So
Yeah,
that's really
journal
good.
is
You can just grab
powerful.
your phone. You can just grab your phone and speak the dream or write it, type it into the phone.
Yeah.
That's really good. So what
Yeah.
role do daily affirmations and intentional meditations play in fostering emotional well-being and self-love?
Sure. So I would start from the meditations because people sometimes think that it goes against the prayer, especially people who are very religious. And I would say that meditation, it's nothing as keeping your mind quiet. Put
Mhm,
your conscious and subconscious in balance. You ask
mhm,
me, why not all dreams come true? If they say there is a power of manifestation and everybody can be the king of the planet tomorrow, so why
mhm,
not everybody is rich and famous and super healthy and wealthy? I have a question. If it's so easy to manifest, because sometimes our desires, which is our conscious part. I want to get married, I want to
mhm,
make money, I want to get career, I want
mhm,
to develop an app, I want to do podcast, whatever. It's all our conscious. It's all
mhm.
about our intentions and actions related to
Exactly.
that. Unconscious, it's all about our fears, mental blocks, which are
Mhm,
hidden, sometimes repressed emotions that are
mhm.
blocking those desires. And you think, I want to get married so much. Not me, I'm a
Mhm.
married woman, but I mean, I want to
Yeah.
get married so much. I can't meet a good guy. What's the problem? The
Mhm,
problem is that somewhere there inside you, your inner child is not healed. Somewhere there inside you, you
mhm,
have a mental block where you think that marriage is a prison, is something where you can't be happy. Maybe because
mhm,
when you were 3 years old, you saw fighting of your parents or you saw divorce of your neighbors, and your unconscious part absorbed that, remember that, and now consciously you want it, and unconsciously you want to stay away from marriage as far as possible. So that's
mhm,
what happens when you meditate. Whole thing is happening. It's not a prayer. You're calming your mind, your noisy
mhm.
mind that are jumping like a monkey, and you just put your conscious and unconscious in balance. So you
Mhm,
start to desire things from your inside and outside, the same things. You start to understand what you really want because you
mhm,
become peaceful. So I created, we have two categories within the app for singles and for couples. I created
mhm,
26 meditations, themed intentional meditations for both. For singles, we have like how
mhm,
to embrace self-love, how to gain self-respect, how
Mm-hmm.
to meet the love of your life, la 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 la. For couples, we have how to strengthen your bond, how to make peace after the fight, how to pray for a baby, and so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
When it's power
Okay.
of two. So they are different, those meditations. That what creates two categories different as well. That's you need meditation to talk to your soul, to calm your
Yeah.
mind, and to put them together. About affirmations, it's a great tool. People are using it nowadays, and we have other things within this app like self-love or relationship cards that you pick up every day. I'll show you as well. I created an inspirational field, and I use for that inspirational to keep you on track, because it's difficult. Let's say you're doing your business on your own. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody has wife, not everybody has brother or sisters to
Mm-hmm.
support you or believe in mother,
Exactly.
or everybody is busy having their lives. Imagine if you're down, you're sad, you're in depression, or
Mm-hmm.
you have your pause, or you're just exhausted, or you had a bad day, and you open up your affirmation, and it tells you, like here, daily affirmation, I'm proud of
Yes.
my unique journey, and you think, Sean, you're
Mm-hmm.
amazing as you are.
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Or you open
Yeah.
your self love card and you pick it up because it's changing every day. You pick it
Mm-hmm.
up natural like this. You open it and you see practice grounding exercises to stay present. Yes, and you open your quote of the day and you see Mark Twain, the worst loneliness is not to become comfortable with yourself. This
Mm-hmm.
is horrible because people try to suit someone else and to fit
Mm-hmm.
to someone else's expectations, but we don't try to fit to our own expectations, and true desires and needs. So that's why I created this field like affirmation, self-love course, and
Mm-hmm.
quote of the day to keep you on track, to keep you motivated, to feel support that you're not
Mm-hmm.
alone on this path.
Exactly. I mean, I just since we've been talking, I downloaded the app and I clicked on my affirmation today and it said I'm worthy of my dreams and goals. And I was like, that's pretty cool because I've been doing a lot of reflecting and working on like the goals and dreams of that nature. So I thought that's pretty cool that it will pick that for me. I
Yeah,
like
and
that.
every day changing. So you wake up, you get into the mood, you brush your teeth, you're ready for a day, you read your
Hmm.
affirmation, and you understand, okay, this day is for this, it puts you in the mood.
Yeah, put you in, like you said, the right energy.
Yep.
That's really good. I really like that. So I know like these days, privacy is concerned and data breaches and all this other stuff is happening like every day. How does the platform, does it, ensure like security and confidentiality for the users?
We have terms of policy that you're saying that you read it. We are not doing anything. We are not giving it to any third party. And I hope this
Hmm.
podcast will be recorded and seen by people because that's not our
Yes.
interest. Our interest for you to work on you, and everything within this app belongs to you.
Okay, that's awesome. I mean, that is a concern, because I know a lot of apps and websites they share your stuff to other places and things of that nature
Sean, I tell
for
you
people who are
more.
making money.
While I know that in United States, sometimes you want to reserve a table in the restaurant, they ask you, "What's your number?" And I have a
Hmm.
girlfriend who is she doesn't like to share that type of information because after she
Hmm.
receives strange messages, with taxes,
Hmm.
loans, offers, and so on and so on and so on. So
Hmm.
I understood that people like privacy. And I tell you more, I saved, for example, even the registration on the app you just registered, and you have opportunity to do it through Apple system. You can do it
Hmm.
with your email. You can do it with your phone. It's only for Americans, like citizens, people who are inside the country. We
Hmm.
took it out from people from outside, so we don't even take your numbers. Why we saved it for Americans? Because it's fast, it's simple. Like we don't even take your
Hmm.
numbers. We definitely don't need your astrology. What I'm gonna do with that? It's way too much information. And no, everything is written, and we wrote it in our terms of policy because that's what you should respect. Me as a therapist, I work with wives and husbands. I am
Hmm.
not able to come across unless they come to the same session to me,
You
because
can't like
since
share the information. Yeah.
since I lose the trust, it's one time is enough. That's it. You're done. Your career is done. The same
Hmm.
here.
Yeah. I love that. And people, man, that insurance that definitely would make people more open to to trying it out, the app, and and seeing what it's all about, seeing what the platform is all about.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so.
So, like, what are some practical tips or relationship insights can people gain from the pre-recorded classes and daily coaching prompts on your app?
So I created, oh, thank you. Sometimes, this is the only field. Sometimes I forget about it myself, because it's a little bit like different here. When you see the app, you see it's here in the love self, or if you join the category for Too Smart Together, it's all about us. So here I put 12 pre-recorded sessions. They're pretty short, like 3 to 5 minutes. And it's
Okay.
more general because I learned what people are questioning about. My partner doesn't understand me, or I don't understand myself. So I created a lecture like understanding is a key. When you,
Yeah.
or I understood that people are getting miscommunication, which is a huge challenge for a relationship, and people get separated when they have different goals and values. So I made a
Mm-hmm.
lecture, general lecture for people, how to clarify your goals and values, how to raise up difficult conversations, how to go through challenging periods of time. Of course, it wouldn't help you with
Mm-hmm.
everything, but coming back to a streaming American world, and it's available to all other countries as well, English speaker, because we are done this app in English. But uh, I didn't want people to jump on YouTube, listen to one mentor, after go to another one, after,
Mm-hmm.
or I want to check on my astrology and I will take a magazine and read the horoscope, which is very general, nothing to do
Mm-hmm.
with your personal birth chart reading. So that's why I put everything in the same place. Or you have a question, maybe you can find an answer during listening to that pre-recorded lecture. If you are not satisfied, app is
Mm-hmm.
not enough for you, lecture is not enough for you, through this app you have an opportunity to book a conversation with me. But
Oh,
the
awesome.
idea, like you can do a session, private session with me, but the idea is to give you all those tools so you can do it on your own, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, in these lectures, it's more kind of sometimes we get our answers just while listening the right message. So I try to put my message for the most common topics that usually touched the heart,
Mm-hmm.
and and were challenging for my clients through the 12 years
Yeah.
counseling career.
Well, overall, man, I really love the app. I love, what you're doing. You seem like, yeah, I know you, I can tell you got a pure heart and you really are out to really help people. That was the basis of, of your journey, helping people one on one. Now you are can help, the whole world. So that's really good.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. And I like the idea of sixth sense because people sometimes don't think about the power of invisible. They just,
Hmm.
stuck in visible world. So you do a great thing. Thank you.
I really appreciate it. One thing I want to ask you before we go, I mean, this is a question I like to ask people. Or first of all, like what, other than your app and your YouTube and all that, where else can people, where can they follow you? What's next, for your journey?
I don't know what's going to be the next because, like I have a couple of business ideas, but I want
Hmm.
to, like bring shout out the app and bring it to people first. And I
Hmm.
told you already that probably you will be able to find me on my own personal podcast.
Hmm.
But I have an idea of matching people. So I've been doing kind of stuff that before, but I interrupted it. And
Hmm.
now I feel like soon I will be able, when I liberate more free time, I will come back to it and
Hmm.
I'll let you know. But right now I'm available on social media, which is Instagram. I'm there. I use it every day for business reasons. So if you want to
Hmm.
text me to ask me anything, it's Iryna Wood, Iryna Wood. My social media, I have my personal website, or better check out the website of the app,
Hmm.
Gemini near me.com. And we have as well social media for that. And I'm everywhere. I'm on LinkedIn, on TikTok, on
Okay.
X,
So you doing your thing, social media
yeah,
wise. Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, I try to
Hmm.
cover it all, which is not easy. My
Yeah.
easiest, funniest thing
Yeah.
that I like most of all, probably Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram, yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I'll be on there more than any other social media. Seem like. I guess the functionality of it's just like easy to communicate with people on there.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
just, I think that you should, people have to use it for business reasons. Then it's great. It's a fantastic tool
Hmm.
to use.
Okay. That's really good. That's really good. So, and I know the podcast. Whatever, any thoughts or books or anything you ever thought about doing that?
Oh yeah, you reminded me about my book. It's true. So I'm co-host now on the Relationships is a Beach podcast with AJ Benzo and Micah Gavino. And the name of the podcast, it's not very feminine. It's kind of cursing. But what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do, I deal with two men and they do great and we have
yeah.
like pretty good following there. So I published a book. I published 5 books, but 4 of them are in my native language. So I was so dreaming so much about publishing my book in English. And I
Hmm.
finally did it. It's available on Amazon. Who cares about your ex? It's
Okay.
nothing brutal, but it's a beautiful story of success and love story with some coaching, little coaching things. When you can think about your better self, about your soul statement, about your meeting your Mrs. or Mr. Destiny. So it's a
Okay.
great love story and it takes place in LA and in New York. It's kind of not Sex is the City style,
Hmm.
but something close to Eat, Pray, Love, and so on and so on. So
Okay.
like I like it. It's a funny
Yeah.
story.
It's a good read. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like it'd be a good read. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, I mean, it seems like you on all the social media. You got the app. You have the books. So I mean, I think you got it covered. And I feel like with your energy and everything, all the good things you're doing, it's gonna keep expanding and keep growing for you on the greater things. So I really appreciate you coming to the show and blessing High 66 family today.
Thank you so much, Sean. It's my pleasure. Absolutely honored. Thank you so much. Good luck to you, to your podcast. And
Thank you.
we're doing great thing. I think people start to wake up in 21st century. It's a great sign.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. This is another episode of High 66 Cents, and we'll see you on the next episode.